Patrons!
What's up, patrons?
How y'all doing today? Welcome back to Dark Souls 2. This is part 4 for y'all, and today we are going to take a stab, so to speak, at Huntsman's Copse and the Skeleton Lords.
Wait, was that your attempt at a pun?
No, I don't do puns.
Okay.
I don't know what you heard wasn't a pun.
Well, there was a little laugh. That's why I...
Yeah. Well, you know nothing, Jon Snow.
Okay.
So here's the first thing. You remember this lady that we rescued? Not rescued, but we met her over in the tower.
Yeah, we talked to her a little bit, and she seemed to,
So you have to exhaust her dialogue options, and then she will come back here, and then you can talk to her again.
This room is not as it seems.
Yes.
Oh.
There are two, and only this lovely thing and this, you lovely.
Runs on miracles. Actually, that's totally and completely a lie. If you just stab her.
Rainbows and gumdrops and all the things that...
If you just stab the shit out of her, you get like a
happy.
box that'll totally do this.
Yeah.
But so the first time that I played this game, I totally didn't talk to her enough, so
Yeah.
she didn't move back here, so I couldn't make this happen. So I missed out on this whole area. And I just skipped it until I was like way further down the game. But before we leave, we're going to go ahead and use all the souls that we got from... Who did we kill last time?
I
Let's
forget,
see.
actually.
Oh,
been a
it
week.
was the Flexel Sentry we
Yes.
killed last time. We're going to use some of our souls to get some better armor and do some leveling up. First things first, I think I'm going to actually switch back to good old trusted Mace. I call him Mace Windu. Remember this guy, right?
Yes. I was also about to make that joke.
Yep.
You beat me to it.
So we're going to buy my favorite armor set in the game, which is the Elite Knight armor. Oh, no, I do not need 7 Elite Knight armors.
Are you sure?
I'm just going to go with 1 for right now.
Okay, because you like them.
I do. All right. So this is actually armor that people who play Dark Souls 1 may actually recognize, and I'm going to go ahead and stick with the helmet that I have. This is the armor that Oscar wears in Dark Souls 1. It's a little bit different. It's not exactly the same, but it's very, very similar. And he's the guy, you remember in Dark Souls 1, the guy who throws you the key so you can get out of the asylum?
Yes.
That's what his armor is.
Oh.
He's the one that you find who's been smashed by the boulder,
Yeah.
who gives you your first Estus flasks.
Is that here? Tis
Yeah,
a light,
poor guy.
however
Yep.
And then he had to kill himself.
Yep. And actually, in Dark Souls 1, if you go back there, he shows up as an adversarial phantom that you have to kill. And we got a few shards here, so we're going to upgrade our Estus flasks. I think we only had 2, but let's just try another one. I don't even understand why I'd let you do that if you don't have one. All right, and then let's go ahead and level up a little bit. What do we want to do here? Let's see. Our attunement, I don't want to get more than 2 slots. I want to put a few into strength. I'd like to put a couple into faith. And let's go ahead and go with full vitality.
All sounds perfectly okay to me.
Yeah? Are you on board with this, John?
I am okay with this venture.
You know,
We're
John,
going
I really,
forward.
really need you to play Dark Souls because we're missing a few things from that area that I'm saving for you
Okay, all
that I
right.
really wish that I had. Plus, I've been playing for the first whole 4 parts, and I want you to,
Yeah.
get in on this.
Hey, the E3 kind of caught me off guard, and there was a lot of...
Speaking of E3, how about that Bloodborne? What?
Yeah, Bloodborne.
Bloodborne.
I was listening to a podcast that had a developer on it
Uh-huh.
the other day, and they basically said not one of the Bloodborne developers, but he said he got to see an early alpha of the game.
Uh-huh.
That he was a little disappointed by what was shown at E3 this year.
Yeah.
Because he felt he saw more with that alpha than he got to see.
Well, all we really saw was a cinematic trailer.
Well, they apparently also had on the floor. They had
Oh, yeah, there was
where people couldn't play the game, but someone was playing the game. One
right,
of the
your
developers.
directed demo.
Yeah,
the way
directed
that,
demo.
The way that they do.
But apparently, what was shown in the directed demo was not as cool as what he got to see, and he was just like, "You guys don't even know this game is going to be bigger than Dark Souls. It's going to be bigger than
What? Crazy.
Demon Souls, and you just don't know."
Hey, look.
What? That guy's in a why is he bringing a chair out there?
This is where he likes to hang out.
No, okay, well,
I don't know who you are, but
there you go.
He's a little antisocial.
All right,
So this guy,
where's his face?
he's wearing he's got like a sack over his
Oh.
head.
Okay.
So you can kind of see like his face sticking
Oh,
out
there you
from the
go.
bottom of
Yeah,
it.
yeah, I kind of see.
So
it
this
now.
guy, he wanted to be a sorcerer, but he could never really make it work. And so then he discovered the dark, and he is the guy that will sell you hexes, which are like a combination. If I don't really never got into hexes really all that much, but if I remember correctly, hexes are kind of a combination of they use both your faith and intellect stat.
Yeah.
To have this really dark magic. What are you doing here? Look at that. That's the Allen Knight armor,
Nice.
and he's got some kind of crazy Twizzler spear. So yeah, if your intellect and your faith are both at 20, I think, or maybe 20 is the max, but if they're high enough, he will sell you hexes.
No.
And
Okay.
if you're actually super high, then super high, then he'll actually give you a set of hexer gear that's pretty cool. Now, I don't think we're actually going to go down into this area, but you can see that this goes way down there. There's actually a rapier down there that
Jump.
we don't really have any real business having.
You should have jumped.
I don't want to jump.
You sure?
I don't want to jump.
It might have been fun.
No, trust me, it's not all that fun.
Okay.
Plus, we've got an agenda. We got something to do here today, so I want to keep moving along.
Okay. All right.
All right, here we go. This is our first intro into Huntsman's Copse, and it is this area here, which is full of a-holes. Bunch of a-holes. Mostly that a-hole. God
Oh.
damn you, a-hole. You were the a-holiest a-hole that ever a-holed an a-hole. And you can't lock onto him. It's just a little bit more. Nope. Okay, fuck it. I'll just go over there. Boop, boop, ba-doo. So this area is full of these hunters. Oh, god damn you. Okay. Eat mace. Oh, God. Oh, God.
I take it that's not what we wanted to do.
No, not really at all, John. Not at all.
I mean, I'm assuming that wasn't part of the agenda.
That was totally what I meant to do. I was, yes, that was. I had it planned the entire time. All right.
Fun agenda.
I hate it. One of the things about Dark Souls, like, when you get killed by one of the giant monsters of Dark Souls and whatever, it's fine. When you do some stupid shit and then you fall to your death, it's really unsatisfying. It's really
About to get poisoned, aren't you?
Yep. Did get poisoned. Don't really care.
Remember what you learned about rushing through things.
Yeah,
Sean.
I know. I got plenty of flasks, though, so I think I'm going to be all right here. Also, I keep forgetting that I have like two characters that are in different states of like where I want this playthrough to go, so I can make sure that we're all on the same page, going in the right direction. And they're so far along that one of them has both of those spell slots full of lightning.
Yeah.
I keep forgetting that I actually have heal for this particular character, that I have a few heals that I can use. All right, let's go ahead and try not to die. Just a novel approach to the game,
I hear that is something to try for. I hear it's really hard.
Not dying.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's some kind of challenge out there that people have made for themselves of like, get through Dark Souls without ever dying, and if you die, just start over. Like one of those crazy things where people kind of make their own.
Yeah, make their own achievement.
Actually, there is an achievement in this game for, I think, going through the entire game without dying.
I wouldn't be surprised.
I don't think there was in the first one because that really wasn't the point. But, all right. Hey, whoa.
Oh.
Hey, dude. I hate these guys. There's a lot of them in this particular area, these little hunters, which I'm going to wait until we actually get a little bit further out into the area to talk about what's actually going on in this particular area, but it's interesting. It's got a kind of a bizarre backstory. I should have upgraded my mace to +3 before we left. Oh, well. Oh, well, I'll make it work.
Well, so far the mace hasn't been your problem.
That's correct. Jumping in holes, that is my problem.
Hey, that's your one weakness.
That's my, yeah. All right, so this is basically just a big circle. We're right back to, remember, here. But I like to just get the stuff that's in there before going through. What might be one of the most jerk-off things, or one of the things I really don't like about this particular... You know what? I'm going to switch over. I'm going to switch back to my...
Sword?
That flame sword, yeah. So in a lot of the Souls games, there'll be traps, like this door right here.
Yeah.
But there'll be some indication that this is a trap.
Okay.
Here, you just try to open the door, and then, like, a dude totally just comes wrecking shop through it, which is kind of crappy.
Yeah.
Okie dokie. Let's see what we got here. Got a club guy. Yep. Oh, shit. Thought I had you that time. Bye.
Well, you got him that time.
A little cracked red eye orb in case we decide that we want to go ahead and invade other people's games. Now, if you look, this you got this bridge over to this little area.
Yeah.
That area, I don't know if you remember from some of the trailers for Dark Souls, there was a boss that is a chariot that is driving around, and that is where that boss is. That is kind of an optional boss. Like, I didn't actually do that boss until way later in the game. Also, this is kind of stupid. Remember how close that bonfire is?
Yeah.
So this would be like a shortcut, right? So you didn't have to go through that area. But there's a bonfire right the fuck here. So, and you can warp between bonfires. So, like, what is the point of putting that switch back there? A little bizarre, right?
It is a little bit bizarre. So.
All right. Huntsman's Copse.
Oh.
So this area is interesting. You remember in Dark Souls how when the undead curse started to spread through the land, they took some of the first people infected by the undead curse, and they put them in the undead asylum.
Yes.
Which is where we started the game at. Well, in Drang Lake, in Dark Souls 2, they were a little bit less, shall we say, liberal, a little less politically correct with what they were doing.
Okay.
In that this particular area is named Huntsman's Copse because they would have hunts. They would put the undead out here, and they would hunt them for sport. And you can actually see, as we go through this particular area, you'll see areas that look like this that are like cages where they could trap the undead.
Watch out for the poison.
Yeah. I'm going to go ahead and come down here, I think. So eventually what happened was there was the undead madness spread so far that there was no difference anymore between the hunters and the hunted. Oh, God damn it. These guys are a real pain in the balls. My testicles ache. That's not something that people really want to hear about, is it? Well, actually,
I didn't want to know. I don't want to know about your balls.
Actually, quite a bit of Rage Select seems to have some kind of interest in my nutsack. I don't know why. I really need to kind of take it a little bit easy over here because we do have a little bit of a chore to do before we get out of this particular area. Oh, you know what? I'm going to go ahead. I'll use... I'll just refresh our magic with some of those little petals. Whee! Eat a bunch of jerk, Mothra. Quit poisoning me, huh? You want to maybe stop? Let's see. What do we got here? So, in this area, a lot of the stuff that you'll find, like what we just picked up, was, as you well know, John, the way that you find this stuff is through looking at the description. Here's prisoner's tatters. Rags worn by imprisoned hollows. This appears to have been worn on the body. Judging by its looks and apparent virtues, this really is no more than a tattered scrap of cloth that still carries the stench of a hollow. But it does raise item discovery, which is a little weird. So let's see. I think I'm going to go ahead and skip some of this just so that we can keep moving right along.
Moving at a brisk pace.
Yeah. Let's see. How do you get up here? Okay, there we go. I'm going to use my heel, though, because we kind of got a long way to go before we hit the skeletons.
All right.
I'm going to pick up a few things here. So, yeah, a lot of what you'll find in here are those hollows that have the scraps, but then the rest of these guys, the ones that I've been calling jerks, these are obviously the hunters who at one point were here to hunt the undead.
Oh.
Yeah, you're all fancy. Oh, look how fancy! He's so fancy, John.
Well, he's dodging your stuff, sort of, until you got caught by a tree.
Yeah. He used to be an adventurer until he took an arrow to the tree.
Really don't like that meme.
Yeah, me neither. I think it's really stupid, personally. I thought it was just a thing, that one of the guards said, and then everybody just, I don't know. I never understood why people latched onto it so much.
It's a weird thing to say.
It's just like, okay, this is a thing, huh? Oh, shit, I forgot. This dude jumps down here when you do this. What? Fuck you! Come on, dude.
You got him?
Mutually assured destruction. So that lever brings this gate down.
Oh, okay.
That it's going to put us over into essentially the second half of this particular area. Let's see. Do I have life gems? I do have life gems. See, one of the reasons that I want to get through that first area, John, is because when you do Militia, the hag that sells you that stuff in the very early area, she moves to the shrine. She'll sell unlimited life gems.
Oh.
So you can always just, before we start, I can always go out and just grind life gems. Now, here we've got another bonfire, but the door is actually locked. So we need to find a way in there. And then there is this cave.
You would think you get in there by going into that cave.
No, you don't.
Well, I'm just saying you would think just by looking at it. If you were not an average, you're
if you're not a crazy person,
if you're not a fan of these games, like if you don't play these games regular, and you were to see that, you'd go, oh, I probably can get in from the side from this cave area.
And you know what you would get for your trouble?
Dead
skeletons up the ass.
That sounds painful.
Yeah, they're bony.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Fucking son of a jerk. Right. Now we're also, I don't know, have we had any NPC invasions yet?
We have not.
Okay.
No one has invaded our game.
No invasions whatsoever. Well, that's about to change.
What are you doing?
I'm getting my mace out.
Oh.
Save my mace for special occasions. All right. Let's see what we got up here. Some dude hiding in the bushes. You think you're sneaky. You think you're sneaky sneakerson. Okay, fine. Be sneaky sneakerson. See if I care.
Ugh.
Oh. God, I love the heavy attack on the mace, John.
Yeah?
It's well, it's weird because I'm used to playing the Souls games with a PlayStation controller. I've talked about this before. The what essentially is the left bumper, right bumper buttons on the on the Xbox controller are thinner and smaller.
Yes.
And those are your primary attack buttons and your shield buttons for the Souls games. So I actually prefer playing with a PlayStation controller, but on the PC, I'm actually playing with an Xbox One controller right now. All right, let's go ahead and jump. Whee! And then we're going to go ahead and backtrack a little bit. We had that little split in the road.
Yeah, I remember that.
Oh, it's Merciless Rowena. Oh, no.
Oh, that was close. That was close, Jeff.
Oh, well, we got a problem here because Merciless Rowena is on her way. And these, yep. Nope. Oh!
I was gonna say you have no life.
Yep. All right. So this time we're going to take the low road because I want to get the stuff that was up at the top. But we're going to take the low road because we can probably get rid of those guys before Rowena shows up and waste less resources on the way. So
all right,
I'm going to try to not hurry, but just a brisk pace. Yeah, Rowena kind of invades right at the wrong time.
Yeah.
Which I don't know. I might have been able to just stand up on that ledge and not dick with her, but I decided to get a little cocky. All right, let's see.
Again, it's it happens.
Well, it's more of a difference when you're playing for. Oh, God damn it! You again. You know what? I'm gonna try something really silly, John. You ready?
Okay.
I'm gonna see how many of these guys I can train on myself all at one time, and how far I can go, and how far they'll follow me.
That sounds
follow
like
me
the stupidest thing I've ever heard.
all the way across this bridge. Okay, so 2 of them, but Fatty didn't follow.
Maybe he's not fast enough.
All
He
right.
just hasn't caught up.
Maybe. Let's see. I don't see him. Oh, there's another one. It's one of the archers. Is he going back? Nope, he's coming forward. He thinks he's bad. He thinks he's bad stuff.
Like Michael Jackson bad?
That's right. Shamon. Oh. Where did the fuck... Did you aggro from, like, the other side of that bridge? Damn, man.
Maybe. Or
All
maybe
right.
he was in the cave.
Possibly. So, like, right now our goal is that we want to get the that cave full of skeletons cleared out, and that will give us a shortcut from the bonfire with the locked door all the way to the skeleton lords.
Okay.
And that will allow us to go from the last bonfire to that boss encounter without wasting that many resources. All right. Let's use this. I like the way that all the miracles are bells in this
Yeah.
game. Little chimes. So
Makes
this
sense.
is a little shortcut back into that skeleton bullshit over there, but we're going to go ahead and just try to take care of these assholes. Ow. Before Rowena shows back up, I don't really know anything about her.
Yeah.
Like, she doesn't really drop anything that tells you her story. Okay, so if I'm correct in assuming... Probably should have gone this way in the first place. Sorry, folks. Because then I could have taken care of these guys before she showed up.
Yeah.
And in here, we actually find, boop, undead lockaway key, which is how we open up that door. All right, Rowena, let's do this.
Maybe.
Oh, no. She will be here. Soon as... Oh. There she comes. Oh, shit! Woo!
Yeah, you're good. You're teetered.
I'm sweating, man. I think that my testicles have fully ascended. Sorry. I said I wasn't going to talk about them again.
It's okay. I've come to the conclusion that it's impossible for you to not talk about them.
Okay, Rowena, let's do this.
Well, that's
Yep. She is hella stamina, apparently. Oh, fucking just. Okay. Fortunately, she's not as aggressive as, like, a player invader
Yeah.
would be.
That's true.
But she is trying to get that bleed damage up, which is she's doing a really good job of. I really want to get behind her. Fuck! God damn it! All right. No! Shit! All right, we got our first major, like, I'm getting stuck on shit moment. But fortunately, I can open up the undead lockaway now, so we won't have to at least go through that one beginning part before we can at least skip over. You know, it's weird, John, when we record these things.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if it's like the pressure of recording, but I don't have problems with that Phantom. Never have. Always beat her on the first try.
Yeah, no, I totally get that. I don't know if it's just, luck of the...
I mean, like, when I play the game, when I'm just sitting here, like, practicing for these recordings, I will go huge distances in this game without ever dying or losing souls or anything. Just jamming. And then we turned on the recording, and suddenly, apparently, I can't do shit right.
Yeah. I've been guilty of that as well.
Of practicing ahead of time and then not being able to... I mean, I guess I could always go through and edit this so that I looked like some kind of fucking Dark Souls champion, but I think that you would lose some human drama. Okay.
Yeah, we don't need to do that.
Go. Light the bonfire. Bonfire lit. Rest at
Good
bonfire.
job.
All right. And... What? Who's that?
Who are you?
I'm the chosen undead.
Master for a moment.
Who?
You've set me free.
What?
Now I can... The cheeky prick. He won't know what hit him.
Drama.
Crichton of Mira.
What a great
Crichton?
name. Crichton
Like from the ship
Mira.
of Moya?
I don't think so.
From Farscape?
Oh, God, I wish.
John
It was
Crichton?
Ben Browder.
Would suit me,
So he came here and joined forces with somebody,
no. He took
but
the
he got
first chance
backstabbed.
to try. I decided to set a trap for him here.
Oh, you're Crichton of stupidity, apparently.
I couldn't believe that I was so dense.
All right.
Be careful of him.
Uh-oh.
Pate.
You remember Pate?
Pate? Mm-hmm. Why
He
does
was
that
the-
sound familiar?
He was the guy that gave us the white soul stone that was sitting
Yeah.
outside of the gate, right?
Yeah.
That's Pate. Apparently, him and Crichton were traveling together,
The man with a strange ring.
um,
You believe
and he trapped him in here.
I'll find a common for bad.
And Crichton wants to put an end to him. So, who knows? We might hear more about that before this game is over. Who knows, John?
The Shadow knows.
I know. Yes,
Well,
it's
you
gonna,
also know.
It's going to happen. It's interesting though because Pate is Patches, and Patches the hyena fucks you in both Demon Souls and Dark Souls. In both cases, he's standing above an area and he's like, "There's treasure down there," and as soon as you go to like look over the edge, he will kick you down into that area. And in Demon Souls, when you survive and you come back, I don't think you can forgive him. I think that when you come out, he's just like, what, and then he like goes aggro and you fight him. But in Dark Souls, you can actually choose to forgive him, and he'll sell you a bunch of cool stuff later on. There's also an area early on. You remember when we were doing the part 3 of our Dark Souls, and we were running. There was an area. We went down to the place where you weren't supposed to go.
Yeah.
And down in that area, there was like all of these like these real thin like passageways that we were running along.
Yes. I remember those.
So those passageways, there's a few of them that will turn. Like if you hit the switch, they will turn, and they turn into just spikes, right? And if there's one area where Pate is, where he will, if you try to go out on one of them, he will press the button to turn the thing and fuck you, basically.
That son of a bitch.
Yeah. He also hates clerics.
Well, that. Okay.
Like when you talk to him in Dark Souls, he'll ask if you're a cleric, and if you say yes, then he will attack you, or he'll be more antagonistic towards you. You want to come down here? Oh, there's Roanna. Okay, I'm gonna try fighting her with magics. Coming
Here
around
she
the mountain.
comes.
She'll be coming up the pathway.
She
Oh, nope.
comes.
Okay, how about this one? Zabooga! Razabajibadoo!
You like those sound effects?
Splagadoonge!
Those nonsensical sound words.
Ribble-libble-libble!
I noticed that from your playthrough of.
Ha-ha! All right.
You big fan of Cosby?
Yes. Yes. I
Man,
need
the Frizzum Brasm and the
I would-
Frizzum and the
I would
Button
never-
Pops.
I
and
would
the-
I would never dare to bite Dr. Cosby's style directly, but nonsense words are important. If you can't
Okay.
come up with a good nonsense word in a moment of terror, however will you survive the zombie apocalypse?
pretty well, probably.
Oh, I don't know. All right.
I don't think that's the thing.
Okay, see this asshole over here? This smelly ass-sniffing asshole? That guy right there? Ugh! Fuck you, necromancer. Those are necromancers, and they will... See all these skeletons in here? If you don't kill
Yeah.
them, they will revive the skeletons and just bring them back from the dead.
Did you kill him?
I did.
Good job.
There are 2 of them in this particular area. Oh, yeah. Oh, fuck. Oh, yeah, fuck. That one is, for my money, the much more difficult one to kill because he is on that little platform.
Yeah. Yeah, so
Uh,
you have to have some type of range.
I try always to save at least one lightning spear for when I do that. So there's combustion. That's a pyromancy. And then when we come through here the next time, we'll light some of the... Actually, you know what? I'm just going to light them as I go.
All right.
this isn't actually necessary, but I find it's easier to go through this area. It's just a little bit faster if the torches are lit. Zoot-doo-doo. So if we come into this area from the opposite direction, we will eventually run into this room right here where there is a gate that is barring your progress. But if you come at it from behind, then you can open the gate. And that's how you open up the shortcut back to the bonfire. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da. And here's our other necromancer. Dead necromancer. And skeletons who think they're hot shit. They are not hot shit, John. But I'll tell you what is hot shit is that pot back there.
Yeah?
Yep. You can't hear it from here, but that pot is actually laughing. And if you get too close to it, it will start trying to curse you. See? So you got to, like, break them. And they make this little laughing noise, and it's kind of unsettling.
It's very unsettling, actually.
And if you're when you curse, you know how when you die, it, like, reduces your health by half?
Yeah.
Cursing basically does that to you faster. So when you're close to that thing, if the little curse meter goes all the way up, you'll just start ticking down it'll just start ticking down your max health, essentially. God damn it. Okay. Magic mace. All right. Can you give me a time check there real fast, John? Okay. That's good. All right. And now it's time for the Skeleton Lords.
Let's do this.
Are you ready? Okay, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go human in case there's a summon sign between here and there. Because the Skeleton Lords are one of those bosses in Dark Souls that is, if you have some folks with you, they are total and complete garbage dick. If you go at them by your lonesome, they can be a little tricky because there are 3 of them and they spawn skeletons when they die. So,
Well, when they're called Skeleton Lords, I would think that, something like that has to happen.
yeah. I often wonder about this particular area,
Yeah?
about this cave full of skeletons. Like, is this just like where they're, because these guys all have weapons, right? You know,
Yeah.
the hunted undead that we've seen have generally just had like torches. So I wonder if these are like, if this was like a place where hunters like
Or
would
buried or something?
Well, I was thinking more of like maybe like where they rested between hunts and things. Like maybe they set up camps in these caves or something. I don't know. It's a good question. I don't really. It's one of those things that there isn't a whole crap ton of information about. Like most of the information for this particular area comes from the descriptions on the items that the enemies drop.
Yeah.
So we definitely know that there were undead hunts that happened here, but we don't know a whole lot else about it. Outside of the fact that the Iron King is an asshole because he's the one who did it. I mean, like, if we look back at what we know from the previous playthroughs,
Yes.
like we saw that in Hyde, damn dude, in Heidi, undead were taken through that passageway to No Man's Wharf,
Yeah.
and then taken to the Lost Bastille. Here, they were thrown in cages and hunted like animals. So it makes you wonder if the different, like, this is the realm of the Iron Lord. In fact, we're trying to get to the Iron Keep to get upgrade materials to make lightning weapons.
Okay.
All right. I'm going to talk a little bit because we're going to wait for some summon signs to show up. But you have to wonder about, does that mean that Hyde, that Hyde's Tower was ruled by different people than this particular area? Are the Skeleton Lords are those like dukes of this particular area that were vassals to the Iron King? And if
have been.
so, is that different than the people who were in Hyde?
Oh.
So, you know what, folks? I think I'm actually going to just time skip this. I'm not going to make you guys wait to see if I can find some summon signs.
Okie dokie.
All that, and no summons, man. This place is just, there's nobody here, so.
I left for a day. I came back.
Yeah.
And you've just been sitting here this entire
I was
time.
covered in my own filth. So we're going to try to kill these guys all by my lonesome. This could be the worst idea I've ever had. And if I fail, the next week we'll start with we'll get over here and we'll get some folks in before we even start the recording. So the problem with the Skeleton Lords is that whenever you beat one of them, they do this little thing where they go.
He's like, I'm burning.
Right.
Explode.
They explode into doom skulls, and all those doom skulls turn into skeletons. Where did there they are.
Like that guy.
Yep.
And those guys.
So,
I believe in you, though, Jeff.
well, I think this is just one where I'm going to have to be patient. I think that this is not going to be the hardest one. Is on the third Skeleton Lord. He's going to release roly skeletons. You
Oh.
remember the roly skeletons?
No.
Okay, so you remember when the third Dark Souls 1 video when we went to go get Leroy, Paladin Leroy, to
Yeah.
go fight the dude, and I was like, there are a bunch of skeletons down there. Go let Leroy deal with those skeletons.
Yes,
They
I do
are
vaguely-
roly skeletons. They basically have a giant wheel attached to the middle of them, and what that means is that they, damn it, that they will roll, and if they hit you, then every time they juggle you almost like it's
Huh.
like horrible. Oh god! Oh shit!
That's not good.
Okay, well no, it's fine. I just need to juice up. Okay. So none of this is a problem. It's mostly just this last asshole and the roly skeletons that he is going to poop out when he dies. This is the place where I'm either going to live or die. I'm actually going to waste some juice. I'm going to try to get close to some of these assholes. See, there they are.
Oh. They got wheels on them.
Yeah, so what happens is they roll, and if they hit you like in the shield, like they're really fast, and if they hit you, they just do continuous. They'll just wear down your if you try to block them. Oh, okay. Oh, you know what? I've never done that fight before. That was super goddamn easy. I should not have even have done that. So, hey guys, thanks so much. I'm going to go ahead and continue out the end of this, and we're just going to get set up for next week's video, which is going to be maybe 2 areas, maybe just one.
Yeah.
We are now going to Harvest Valley, I believe. Sounds like a salad dressing, right?
Yes, it does.
Mm-hmm.
Harvest Valley.
Harvest Valley for your salad. Try two-handing. I'm not going to rate that. What's this one say? Be wary of head. I'm not going to rate that either. Those are both nonsensical. I am going to... You know what? I'm going to do my decapitation move, though. Decapitation! Yeah. All right. So once we get through this next area and then the giant garbage area that's behind it, we will have our ember that we need to upgrade our weapons to lightning, and from there we can start getting rid of some of the main bosses in the game because we should also have a pretty decent amount of souls built up. So Harvest Valley sounds like nice and
Ranch
wholesome, right?
dressing.
This place is full of goddamn poison, John.
Yeah.
It's just nothing but poison after poison. That pool is poison.
Yeah.
I've got poison on my legs. But we do have a very important character in here.
Are you a traveler?
This is Chloanne, who's a stone trader.
Oh, trade stones.
Mhm.
Nice.
I never planned to visit.
Also, she does not move her lips when she talks.
But I don't know.
Well, yeah.
I
There you
just-
She
go.
also has a really creepy look on her face.
Must have
Um,
pondered it.
So I'm going to go ahead
Don't look at me. Maybe
and
these
go
things
ahead
are
and
right.
just let her
No, I've actually
go on with her.
been
Yes,
back.
yes. That's
No
fine,
interest.
Chloanne. So here is our next endeavor. This is Harvest Valley, and that is our destination. Past that fortress is the Iron King's castle. So, well, until next week, folks. We'll see you later.
Later.